How has working from home been going for you? We all used to think it's going to be awesome, but is it really? There's a lot of different challenges that we never anticipated, like kids learning from home. We're up in each other's faces, but at least we've become experts at ordering everything and the kitchen sink online. It takes a ton of discipline to keep your work and home environment separate, especially if it's in the same space. So I'm going to be showing you some of the best tech tools you can use to make your work from home environment as productive as you can possibly be. And we'll throw in some cool gadgets in the mix. My name is Justin, and I've been working from home for almost 2 decades as a web developer and IT guy. So stay tuned and let's check out the top 10 devices and gadgets you need to work from home in 2021. Oh, and just so you know, this is the first YouTube video I've ever made. So let's see how it goes. Number 10, a good quality keyboard and mouse. Hey, I know this is very obvious, but a good quality keyboard and mouse goes a long way to help you with a faster workflow through things like shortcuts and custom buttons that you can program. It's also important to take care of your wrists and elbows. You don't want carpal tunnel syndrome. So I know there's hundreds upon hundreds of different keyboards and mice out there, a lot of them being really good quality products. But my favorite is without a doubt the Logitech Master Series. The Logitech Craft keyboard. Just by looking at it, the first thing that pops out is this little wheel that you have in the top left corner. Logitech calls it the Creative Input Dial. It's a programmable, touch-sensitive dial that'll allow you to make adjustments in whatever application you use. The keys also have these spherical indentations, which helps your fingers stay in place. And it's rechargeable with USB-C, which is awesome, so no more AA batteries everywhere. My favorite mouse in the entire world, the Logitech MX Master 3. So this thing has a mag speed scroll wheel, which is a metallic wheel. It feels really good and it's ultra precise. So you can literally go pixel by pixel, or you can go as fast as 1,000 lines per second. This thing is blazingly fast. I know, I have one, I use it every day. It's also really silent, so you don't have these clickety-clackety mouse scroll wheel kind of effect. The curve really fits nicely into your palm. It's not one of these weird, like vertical mice, which almost feels unnatural. And it has a gesture button. So you press the gesture button that's under your thumb, you move the mouse in certain ways, and it has certain effects. It's also USB 3 rechargeable, so great, you only need one of those cables on your desk and you can charge both your keyboard and mouse as they go flat. Number 9, fast and stable Wi-Fi. Now, my favorite mesh network system is definitely the TP-Link Deco. They create this dynamic backbone link between them. So no matter where you go within your house, your connection will jump between these different devices to always give you the best connection possible. I've used these little things for over 2 years now, and they really do give you great coverage, great speed, all around great devices. You don't need a degree in IT to set these things up. Everything works with an app. You can manage it through the app. You can prioritize devices, and especially when working from home, you really want to make sure that your work computer does have preference on the network, especially when you're doing video calls. Number 8, noise isolating headphones with a good microphone. Working from home has definitely not exempted anyone from participating in meetings. In fact, I think we're doing more meetings now than ever before virtually. For a full headset experience, the Logitech Zone Wireless is really a very cool headset. It's Bluetooth, so you can move around. You don't have to be stuck at your desk. Want to grab lunch? Great, just walk away from your desk and it'll still work. Has active noise cancellation, which means it has these little microphones on the outside that listens to the outside noise and it cancels it out with white noise. Really cool. So even if your neighbor is mowing his lawn in the middle of the day, this thing should help you isolate that out completely. Number 7, a webcam. So all these meetings we've been talking about, you can probably get away with not showing your face for a while, but at some point you're going to have to have a bit more virtual presence than just your voice at the end of a call saying, "Thanks everyone." So although most laptops and notebooks have built-in webcams, these things are pretty crappy, and they have been for quite a few years. The Microsoft LiveCam Studio is a very affordable webcam, does great 1080p, and it gives you a nice wide-angle view, so you're not zoomed into everybody's faces all the time. Really good little device. Number 6, a Busylight. So a Busylight is a really cool device, especially if you have a very noisy house with kids running around and people chattering or loud appliances, whatever. This light connects to your computer, either wired or wireless depending on the model you buy, and it changes colors based on what you do. So if you're on a call, it'll be red. If you're free for someone to come and chat to you, it'll be green. If you don't want to be disturbed, you can set it to be orange or purple. Completely programmable, of course. So the best in the business here is a company called Immersed, and they make something called the Blink Light. And it really is an affordable little tool that'll help you just bring back a little more professionalism in your work from home environment. Number 5, a fast portable hard drive. You'll never see or meet anyone more depressed or hopeless than someone that just lost all of their data due to a hard drive failure or corruption. In most environments, especially office environments, there would be some sort of cloud backup system or server backup system, but now that you're working from home, you have to take care of that yourself. Sure, there's a lot of different cloud backup solutions available, and I'm not saying don't do that. It really is a good solution to back up your files. But having a local backup is just an additional layer that's as important. Now, the SanDisk Extreme SSD is really a cool device. It's blazing fast. It has no moving parts, so you can drop it and throw it around. And it comes in a mere 3.8 inches in length, which is really small. It's literally smaller than your mobile device. It's super fast because it's an SSD. It runs at immaculate USB 3 speeds. It'll work on both Windows and Mac devices, and even if your computer doesn't have a USB-C connection, you'll get the standard USB 3.1 adapter with this. Number 4, a better desk. Okay, so let's be real. You probably spend more time at your desk than you do sleeping. So why would you spend a ton of money on a good mattress and bed and not want to spend on your desk? I know most of us probably have some sort of IKEA desk or hand-me-down, but did you know that you can convert your current desk to a standing desk? This cool device is going to allow you to flip between sitting down and standing at your desk fairly simply. It's called the Tech Orbit Standing Desk Converter. You put it on top of your existing desk. It gives you the ability to convert to a standing desk by just lifting it up and pushing it down again if you want to sit down. So do yourself a favor, avoid the back pain, and get a convertible standing desk. Number 3, a virtual assistant. We have Apple Siri, Amazon's Alexa, Google Home, Microsoft has Cortana. Everybody has some sort of virtual assistant in their house by now. The thing is that these little devices have been mostly marketed for smart home control. Yeah, sure, switch on and off your lights. What hasn't really been marketed quite a lot is the ability for these little personal assistants to help you with productivity. The way they do this is through routines. So you set them up to have access to your calendar, to your reminders, to your email. You can then set up routines as you would like to be notified of different things. Your emails can be read out loud, you can be reminded of upcoming deadlines, announcements of your next calendar events. It really is like having someone else in the office with you, just to give you that little poke. Hey, something's about to happen and we need your attention here. Number 2, a docking station. Okay, so this penultimate device on our list is pure convenience. Now, a docking station essentially allows you to plug in all of those devices on your desk, monitors, keyboards, mice, speakers, what have you, and combine them into one cable that quickly plugs into your laptop, reduces desk clutter, and just organizes everything a little bit better. Most of these devices have built-in SD card slots and gigabit Ethernet ports, and really just consolidates everything on your desk to make it really effective. Anker Power Expand Elite. This thing is a little beast. It supports up to 3 additional monitors. It can do a 5K resolution. It has a ton of USB-C ports, and it'll feed your MacBook all the USB-C power that it could eat. Just before we get to number 1, I'm going to do the stereotypical YouTuber thing and say thank you for watching this video. Please like it if you like it. If you don't, then don't. And please subscribe if you want to see more of these kinds of videos. I promise I'm going to get better doing this. This is my first video. But without further ado, here's number 1, the Oculus Quest 2 and immersive software. This is super unconventional for a working from home related list because Oculus is associated with gaming. We all know that. But productivity really has come a long way in VR, and you're now able to completely immerse yourself in a virtual reality work environment. The app is called Immersive or Immersed, I don't know, I'll link it in the description below. But essentially this installs on both your computer and your Oculus Quest, and it gives you this completely virtual immersed office space where you can set up a ton of virtual screens in whatever configuration you want. And if your colleagues or people in your family have the same setup, you can even join a virtual room and virtually work together. So especially when you're doing highly focused work, you don't want any distractions, you don't want people talking to you all the time. You put this in, it takes you into a different world where you can have absolute pure focus on what you need to get done. Now, one of the biggest things that's recently been done within the productivity scene for virtual reality is the ability to do keyboard overlays. So one of the key issues used to be those of us who can't do touch typing would have to peek at our keyboards while typing. Now this virtual layer of keyboard that allows you to map your physical keyboard to the virtual keyboard completely alleviates that problem. So from me, this is probably the coolest, the best thing we should all try out in 2021. Okay, so that's it for our top 10 devices and gadgets that you need to work from home in 2021. I really hope this video gave you some ideas and inspired you to improve your own productivity while you're working at home. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.